Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. Now, with that being said, all the way from Livermore, California, ladies and gentlemen, is the FB and Goob Show!
What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB.
Hey, I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
Goob's excellent. I'm excited to talk about a little bit of NBA draft and some NFL rookies that we think are going to be good coming up. How are you doing? What's FB up to?
It's been a long week. This is my first, I think this is the longest amount of time I've ever been away from my children, like in person. For a long time. Actually, I don't know. They're in Hawaii and they've been gone for like 7 days. So I'm wearing the Dole Pineapple shirt from the Dole Pineapple place because they come back tomorrow and I get to pick them up and I get to bring them home and I get to hug them a ton of times and hang out with them and ask them how their trip was.
Nice.
So, but I've talked to them every day, so it's not like I haven't talked to them, but it's different.
They haven't had the secret Scottish stew in a while.
No, that's what I had tonight. So no, I'm excited. I can't wait. Actually, I can't wait to see them and hang out with them and let them decompress from a vacation because we all know it's awesome to go on vacation, but it's fabulous to come home and take your shoes off and lay in your own bed or sit down in your favorite chair.
Vacation's a lot of work.
Yeah, vacation is a lot of work, and so I'm excited for them to come home and to be with me, where they can go, shoot, Dad, that was a lot. I'm gonna lay on the ground and stare.
Take a beating.
Yeah, that's fine. I can't wait. Nice. So I'm excited. So they come home tomorrow. I pick them up, and then we start. I have to work one more night. It's kind of a quick work week, and then back to them, and then we start our summer. So our summer was basically based on them going on vacation. So now they come home and we start our summer together, reading book club, and hiking and biking.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll go on our camping trip. That's in July, so that's coming up. We might have to Viacom the show from Diamond O campsite off the Tuolumne River. So,
we love challenges here.
We love challenges. Yeah, we do. So just like grandmas. Grandmas like challenges too. That's what makes them awesome. So we have a challenge.
Yeah, they've met the challenges. They've made it to my age.
You know what? You know why grandmas are so awesome? Because they did it. They decided to go for it.
We're gonna have a combined shout out / fucked up thing to start this week.
Yes.
All right. So in Minnesota, we had the random neighbor attacks. Attacks by neighbors' dogs.
Right.
And usually we don't report on that stuff because we like dogs and we like people, and we just don't like. We don't
bring them up.
We don't like the whole thing. But in this instance, a couple of pit bulls were targeting a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Right.
And apparently there was a 50-ish-year-old grandma who just basically just whipped herself in front of these 2 dogs and took an ass whooping until she could, kind of wrestle them out the door.
Right.
But yeah, she took a beating. I don't know if you can see this. There was chunks that were missing here. Her legs are missing chunks of flesh.
So.
And she got the kids, threw them in the car, drove her ass to the hospital.
Yeah.
Obviously she was taking selfies and shit the whole time.
Yeah. Which will let you know how tough grandmas are in Minnesota.
And super hip too. She's a selfie queen right here.
Yeah, well, she has to go through winters in Minnesota. Imagine how tough that lady actually is in her 50s or being a grandma.
Sure.
But we live in California. Winters for us are a little cold, a little rainy.
Well, yeah, the bones develop differently.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
0 degrees.
Like, if we had to get in a fight with a pit bull, probably not going to win.
No, we would.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. We know all the secrets.
But crazy grandma from Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly.
She's probably not going to win the fight, but going to be still.
I'm just saying, that's kind of it's hero-esque.
It is hero.
It was a nice job by her.
Not so fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't, so a little bit of hero, a little bit of fucked up. We kind of have I don't know what we have. The next one's just kind of weird. It's like a no category fucked up thing, right?
Hold on. It is kind of fucked up.
I almost wanted you to set this one up. I don't know. What should we
This
start
is
with?
your segment.
Well, I watched the movie Titanic the other day,
No, you
which
didn't.
is very relevant. No, oh wait, maybe it was Family Guy doing their version of Titanic.
Guess
Sorry.
you sit through
Yeah,
4.5 hours of
It was
Titanic.
Peter Griffin doing this.
Okay.
That's okay.
It's close.
It was.
Yeah,
Anyway,
good
I thought it tied in because anyway, a
Right.
bunch of billionaire guys thought they'd pay I think $250,000 a ticket. There was 5 of them.
5, so that's 1.25 mil.
Right. Some little private company had a little mini sub.
So if one person wanted to do it,
Yeah.
it's $1.25 million.
Right.
You got to get 4 fucking friends to ship in.
Right. So they did the little Steve Zissou, Bill Murray thing, and they got in the little one-man sub. And
They
Bill Murray was not there, neither was the octopus shark attack thing.
sure.
Shark. Yeah.
Still,
Anyway,
that's
so,
a really big sub that Bill Murray went in.
So I guess the fucked up thing is they've been missing for a while now.
Way bigger than this sub, the Ocean Gate Explorer.
Oh yeah, Zissou had all sorts of shit going on.
Yeah, he was cool, man.
But yeah, this little thing had a bunch of rich people in it, and apparently a navigator that is not as good as he should have been.
Hold on.
No, they're missing. Everyone in that little thing is missing. We got they're in the North Atlantic, so if you're off the coast of Cape Cod or something and see something like this.
If anybody's in the North Atlantic right now,
Yeah.
and you notice the Ocean Gate,
They need help.
they need help.
Yeah.
So good luck to those. Good luck to those people that can pay $250,000 for a ticket
Oh man, there's one
to
British
get in
guy
a submarine.
One British guy's
go
got
find a
5.7 billion.
Holy shit!
So if you actually find
his
them,
kids are wondering what they're gonna do with the money right now.
the reward's gonna be great to find this thing. Actually,
It's not gonna be
The
rewards.
show's over. We're going to North Atlantic right now. Let's go find this guy.
There's no reward for this. If you go,
I'll hold him for ransom afterwards.
somebody can only be holding them for ransom. You don't go in a sub and then go missing and then be found other than by National Geographics one day.
So you're saying you've submarined in the North Atlantic before?
Yeah,
It's super easy, just whatever.
I'm sorry to say.
No.
Are we searching for them?
No.
All right. If we are, then good luck.
Well, some people are.
I'm not. No. That's if listen. That's the chances you take.
No.
To get in a sub and do that, that's the chances you take. The chances we take every week are trying to do sports of the week. So
Sports of the week, yeah.
yes. Well,
honestly, the most exciting thing this week.
Well, it wasn't any. U.S. Open.
U.S. Open.
It was. Everything's gone, so we got the sports we have left, and the U.S. Open proved itself worthy of leading off the show because it was incredible.
Man,
I thought it was going to be 32 under
after the first day.
after the first day. I thought to myself, well, this might be 32 under at the end of this.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler and Xander jumped out and broke all sorts of first 36 records.
62, 62.
Ricky had most birdies after 36 holes, lowest overall score after 36 holes at the U.S. Open. We thought of those two guys. We thought Ricky was going to choke. Let's be honest.
It was 62, 62, 64, 64, 66, 66. You had 6 guys that were
just crushed it day one.
Not everybody stayed till the end.
Right, John Rahm and my boy Jay Day and Morikawa were not really factors.
No, my guy was the only factor to the other guy not running away with it.
Rory and Wyndham took care of the weekend. They were exciting. They made a whole new show.
I think Sunday between those two was a great round of golf.
Yeah, if we could have just had one of Xander or Ricky stay up there.
Ricky fell apart and disappeared.
Yep.
It started on day 3 with 2 holes to go. He bogeyed and was like, oh shit. And then he did the same thing again on day 4, holes 1 and 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
It was nice to see him finish top 5.
No, it's
Good
nice
job
to
by-
see his
good
name.
job
And
by
it's
Rick.
nice to see his name.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching Scotty Scheffler play. I thought the pairing of Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy was the key factor to the last two pairings. I thought, oh man, these 2 and 4 playing together,
Yeah.
that might be a pushing point to take one of these two past Wyndham Clark and the resurgent Ricky Fowler.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Wasn't
It wasn't. Wyndham Clark played nobody left. Nobody disappeared. Nobody took off and said, well, if I'm going to birdie and birdie and birdie and you try to keep up with me. Everything was very like, oh shit, whoever makes the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah, and Wyndham he never made that one big mistake. You could say that Rory had a chance on 14.
And he made a mistake.
Was a little short, and then his putter kind of let him down all day, which was...
I think I saw that with every golfer on the thing. Even Wyndham Clark wasn't crushing birdies. He was lag putting
I don't know, it was
and
weird.
getting pars.
The first 3 days, I was like, these guys are the most exceptional putters I've ever seen in my life. Like, they were dropping stuff from all over the place.
Yes.
And then, somehow on Sunday, not so easy.
So they kept saying on Sunday that you have to be a really good lag putter.
Yeah, just get it up there and then
to play on Sundays in the U.S. Open. Not on Saturdays, not on Fridays, not on Thursdays, but on Sunday you need to be a really, really good lag putter to even be in the conversation of in the top 3 or 4.
Not start going back.
Yeah, then I'll just disappear like Fowler. You know what I mean? Like Ricky was hitting every putt, and then Sunday came along and it was like, well, Ricky can't lag putt apparently at all. He's getting his ass kicked right now. And Rory and Wyndham, those two just stayed next to each other the whole time. I thought if Wyndham just bogeys one more hole, we got a tie. You know what I mean? Because he gave us the opportunity with 16 and 17, and then 18 dead on the green on the second shot. And hats off to him. Cheers.
He made a couple nice saves, and didn't have to do much. It was kind of one of those, don't mess up.
Oh, I love when you were coming into the 18.
A lot of people played it a little safe, which made it a little weirder on Sunday. There was a lot of nerves, a lot of maybe I don't want to do what I did yesterday.
I think that's what I enjoyed.
But great tournament, like awesome. Thursday through Sunday, one of my favorites of the year so far.
This tournament has so far become one of the best tournaments of the year. So far. And the way Rory aggressively played the last 4 or 5 holes made me even enjoy golf that much more. You know what I mean? Because he went for it and he just couldn't get it, and Wyndham just didn't break and give it to him. Close, almost.
Yeah, it makes me really ready for the next tournament that all these guys are in.
That would be the British. Is it British?
I believe we are headed over the pond for the next.
And I believe Rory has won at
this. That's one of his things.
At this as one of his courses. He's won at this course before. So
it's about time. We need.
It's
been 9 years.
It has been, and he won 4 right away, and then
9 years.
9 years. He's one of the best golfers in the world, and he hasn't won a major.
Wow.
It's trippy, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy sport.
What also is trippy?
We haven't fired Dave Roberts yet. I don't understand what the hell is going on, man. I'm having a real listen. I don't say much, and I went through it for the last 5 years of playoffs and pulling pitchers and this guy's doing good, and I think we're okay. I don't know if we need to pull yet and go to these middle relievers and go to our bullpen of pitchers that we're not quite sure, and we don't have Matto anymore. There's a couple guys missing that are kind of key to our pitching staff that are not there in the middle relievers anymore.
Oh yeah,
huge. So when he pulls a kid in his debut, so here's me. I'm the kid. And I'm on my debut in the MLB pitching. And I'm 6 innings in with a no-hitter.
This is game 1 of this last Giants-Dodgers series, Friday.
Game 1 I'm sorry, this is for me, because this is what started it for me. This is when I wanted to fire him right after this, because after that, the Giants owned us and just rammed through us like it was no big deal. But up until this point, it was 5-0, 6-0, 5-0, 7-0. Whatever it was, we were winning with a no-hitter. 5-0 with a no-hitter.
Cool.
4?
I believe he had 1 run later, so 4-0.
4-0, no hitter.
Yeah. No hitter through 6 innings.
Through 6.
Mookie Betts, ridiculous catch to keep it intact.
Keep it going. Freddie Freeman into the wall or into the net catching balls.
Yeah, Freddie Freeman's a genius no matter what he does out there.
On my first game, no hitter. Even if I give up 2 hits and 8, and I do a great job, no matter what, aren't you building my career, my confidence, my life, to pull me to then lose, to then your whole scam and scheme of fucking going into the 6th and going through 11 pitchers until we end this motherfucker? That's insane to me. Pulling somebody I watched Kershaw get pulled several times where I'm like, what's going on? I think Clayton's got 2 more innings in him of just great pitching. And then we pull him, and then shit gets real close because we got guys coming out. Just last year, our middle relievers and our little bullpen was pretty decent. Some of those guys aren't there this year, and it's not as good. Well, yeah, we are not blowing everybody away.
You're missing 3 of your best starters, so all your bullpen's being taxed, and yeah, they're not that great to begin with. And you're missing a couple of your long relievers. Yeah, it's rough right now.
Man, we are getting our asses kicked.
Nah, you are. Like I said, it's like what's trippy is there's only been twice in the last 10 years that the Dodgers have not been in first or second place in the NL West after June 8th.
Kind of struggling.
Yeah, no, it's rough. And now I will revel in that. I don't know the last time we swept.
Do you want to do your little giant thing right now, and then we can go through everything?
Yeah, I think so.
Do your giant. Because you want to revel in it. Because the only reason you would revel in it is the fact that you're a Giants fan sitting next to a Dodgers fan who hasn't been in fucking first or second place in the last 10 years.
Yeah, Jackie Robinson up there frowning today. It's all right.
Jackie's fine. Don't worry about Jackie.
No, but I mean, we started the week beating the Cardinals. You know, like this was a classic week. Sweep the Cardinals, sweep the Dodgers. Not only did we sweep the Dodgers, but like you said, that game where you start out 6-0, should have fired Dave Roberts in the 6th inning. Didn't. You still had a chance to win. There was a crazy pop-up play. Let me slow down. You guys were about to tie the game, basically. You had a little pop-up in the infield, and we decided to kick it around the infield and then throw it into right field. Somehow, Mookie Betts and the other runner both ended up on third base. When it should have been second and third, nobody out.
Oh, that's like watching my kids play baseball.
Right, so...
Go back!
Yeah, so Yaz ran it in, and eventually we did a rundown. We got it out. Mookie ended up on third, 1 out, which is fine because they scored another run, but that's not enough to win.
Right.
So they needed 2 runs to win. All right, so that was a crazy game. And then the next game, 15-0, the worst beating the Dodgers have ever taken at home while being shut out.
No, that's what happens when you pull somebody who's pitching a no-hitter in the 6th inning. What happens is the next game you have to play in that series, you get blown out by 15 runs with nothing because that's what you deserve for stupid shit.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, game hashtag Dave Roberts sucks.
Hashtag Dave Roberts can blow me. I'm sorry.
And then game on Sunday, Flores took a ball off the foot and then hit a 2-run home run with a broken foot. And the Dodgers won that. The Dodgers got swept.
And Flores has a broken foot now?
Yeah, he's out for a few days. We're not sure if it's really broken. Good. So Giants looking good. Giants actually came back against the Padres today. I didn't even tell you about this.
No.
I got a text from Dan. They were down 4-2 in the 9th. Ended up tying it. And then Yaz, again, gets a 3-run bomb in the bottom of the 10th. Giants still on a roll. That's 7 or 8 in a row. If we could take care of the Padres and then Diamondbacks coming up this weekend, things are looking rosier in Giants land.
I think you guys are a game and a half up on third now.
I mean, we're just on a roll. That's all I care about. We're playing good baseball. We're not making mistakes. Crawford's not even that important anymore. Like we're
either.
We're younger. We're better. We've got 3 rookies playing big minutes in basketball terms. But
listen, that's it's a lot. All I can hope for is that it's a really long season and that we turn things around and get in the playoffs. Which would be great because most of the times we go in number 1 of the playoffs and we lose and it's a big fucking yippty woohoo sadness. So I'd like to come in fucking in the wild card.
As a bit of an underdog.
Yeah, as an underdog for the first time in 10 years apparently since we haven't been less than first or second.
I'd like that.
And then I would like that. I would like to come in as an underdog maybe for once and not coming into some oh, we're going to win this because we're the best team bullshit. Because last year we were the best team ever, and we didn't win shit.
That's true.
We probably pulled pitchers in the 6th every time after no-hitters. That was probably what we did.
Right on.
Fire Dave Roberts.
So that's a bit of a surprise that the Dodgers are.
Yeah, it is a bit of a surprise. You know what? The Rays in first place,
Also
very strong. Also was a surprise.
Yeah.
The Orioles in second, and staying in second.
Easily in second.
6 games, I think, 5.5,
Ahead
6
of
games
the Yankees, yeah.
of the ugly Yankees.
Yeah.
You know those Yankees.
Love to hate them.
And we actually added a pitcher to the show tonight of the Yankees because we enjoy talking about them, and we definitely enjoy talking about them in third place.
They just got swept, I believe, by the last place Red Sox, which puts that entire division over 500.
No, that last place Red Sox team has 38 wins. 38 wins for the last team. And the first place team in the Central, in the AL, I believe, has 36 or 35 wins. So
barely above 500.
Barely above the yeah, we're barely above 5, and the last team in the AL East is way above 500 compared to the first
team. If they did a whole conference thing, the whole Central would be below the whole AL East. There'd only
be 1 or 2 teams from the other divisions.
You should just call it the poor division and just get it over with. Be like, these are the fucking 4 poor teams, and they're in one division. One of them's gonna win this year.
Yeah, I guess.
It's weird, right?
It's pretty pathetic.
Minnesota, Cincinnati, Kansas City. I don't even know the other 2 towns that the other guys are from.
Cleveland. The Guardians in there. We got the Guardians. So you got the Twins, the Guardians,
the South Side of Chicago,
the Royals. You've got the South Side of Chicago and the White Sox. And who else?
Oh, there's another team in there.
Yeah, they don't even count. They're so sad. But listen, I'm happy to see that the Yankees they're 5 games behind the Orioles, who are in second place, 10.5 behind the Rays.
Yeah,
all that money spent. And to be honest with you, come on, Blue Jays. You can almost...
that's one of my surprises also. I thought they would be better.
You said they were going to win.
Yeah, probably did.
You did. You said they were going to win the division.
I'm glad. I think he's definitely going to win a World Series one day. You'll see it. Vlad will walk it off one day.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. He's going to be the next Joe Carter in Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay, so let's go to the Central. We can laugh all we want about the Yankees being in third and deep in third. Not just 4 games back or 5. They're 10.5 games back, 5 behind second. So go Orioles. Keep that barrier between the Rays and the Yankees. That's awesome.
We're almost going to start about wild cards, but not quite yet.
No, we're not even there yet. We're 2 weeks away from midpoint and All-Star Week. Yeah. So we're almost at July 4th or July 5th, whenever that.
We're getting close.
We're getting close. I don't want to discredit the Central. The Twins and the Guardians are 2 games separating each other, and the Tigers and the White Sox, they're just 2 games back and tied.
Right.
So it's a pretty.
There's not a good enough team there.
But at least it's an interesting division to watch through the rest of the year.
Correct.
It's a division where you can go.
It's going to be a race.
This is a gambler's division. You could bet, you know what? Because there's who's going to win this division? No clue. I'm going to put $400 on the White Sox.
Yeah.
There's any.
And maybe they look at the end and win the World Series.
You know, that's not going to excite. They'd have to cheat or something.
Now Minnesota's pitching's carrying them. I don't even think they're that good as they are right now. I wouldn't worry too much about this division.
You think the Dodgers could snag one of their pitchers here soon?
You might be able to take one of Cleveland's if we go on a little slump here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we just need some pitching help. The Dodgers just need pitching help. I would like to see the Tigers pop up in the top, have the Orioles and the Tigers. They go old school 80s,
early young teams,
early
so
80s, 90s, like Tigers, Orioles.
Yeah.
I really like that. That makes,
The bottom of the Central leads us into the AL West because the Oakland A's are no longer they're no longer the worst team in baseball.
Place team in all baseball.
Or in history.
The Royals have jumped or not.
They both have 19 wins.
Leapfrogged back? How do you do that? They didn't go forward, they didn't go backwards.
It would be
I still go with I still go with the A's are pulling the movie, everybody's favorite movie of the.
Do they win the next 67 games in a row?
Why not?
Yeah.
Do you think they've got like a little cutout thing of the manager or the owner, and they're taking off a little piece of the clothing? Major League 7, yeah, yeah, whatever, And the A's are going to do it. The players are like, fuck them, we're moving to Vegas. Let's just win the World Series in Oakland. Because that's brilliant. Just do the air. So, I mean, why not? That would be awesome if the A's won the World Series this year and then they moved to Vegas next year.
They're on 5. They won like 7 of 10. They're the second hottest team in baseball.
Just anybody can get hot in baseball.
Yeah.
They're all good players. It's not like you're shitty. You didn't get this far. If you all decided to just take off and rock it and pull together as a club and a team, you might be able to pull off a World Series.
All it takes is some stickers and boobies. That's what I always say.
Stickers and boobies.
Yeah.
World Series.
Brought to you by the Good Time Time.
Not enough people are doing that. That's all. That's it. Hey, listen, I'm happy to see that the Astros are not. And
Texas is holding their own, man. They're top 3 in scoring runs. They're
hate the Astros. I love the Angels, even though I want to take Ohtani next. I just want them to. Well, I want them to lose 10 more games and just realize they have to trade them to us.
Oh, man.
But
their Angels are only 2.5 back now.
I know. That's what's bumming up the whole Ohtani thing.
Ohtani, 23 home runs. He's passed Alonso. He now has the major league lead in home runs and in batting average against or something like that. Fucking Ohtani's ridiculous.
I believe he holds every record on the Angels except for saves.
Not being Mike Trout.
He's not Mike Trout. But he has every record but saves. Like, he doesn't have the saves. And I thought to myself, why not?
They wanted him to.
Why not? Why don't you just put him out there to do the saves?
And maybe he'll do an Eckersley thing. He'll just become DH/save guy. I believe you called his future. All right. So we're predicting Ohtani is now going to lead a bunch of people in home runs, wins, and
saves.
Add another category. Bowling. Something.
He's probably great at bowling.
I would not play him in bowling.
I would not bowl against that guy.
Yeah, no.
So I'm actually I'd like the Angels to win that division. I just really want Ohtani. So I don't know how to not disappoint the rest of the world.
Yeah, anyone but the cheaters in Houston's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm done with Houston. So I'm excited to see Houston sitting in third place. Even behind it's the Rangers, Astros, and Houston. And I'd like Houston to just stay there and not bother anybody. Braves happily sitting in their happy spot at the top of the East.
Ronald Acuna is, oh my God, he's my favorite player in baseball right now. This dude, 2 steals, a home run. He won 461 feet the other day. He's must-see TV. Braves lead the league in home runs. They're just destroying stuff.
So, and everybody has Ted Turner Network.
Yeah, it's on every package.
Except
for mine.
So you can watch the Braves every day. Braves. Everybody could be a Braves fan. It's almost brilliant. Happy to see that the Mets spend all that money and are nowhere near the Braves.
12.5 games back.
12.5 games back to the less spent money Braves. And behind the Marlins, go Marlins.
So that's my surprise team of the year, I think. Marlins in second place.
Marlins in second place between the Braves and the Mets and spent probably a third of the money the Mets have spent.
The new Tony Gwynn, Luis Arias.
He can put the ball anywhere. He can hit the ball to third, over the shortstop, over the second baseman, over the first baseman. That's how you play baseball. Because then they can't defend against you. They don't know what to do.
I think Braves are. I don't know. I think Braves are far and away the best team in the National League.
Just that's it, huh?
I mean, Cincinnati's 9-1 in their last 10. The Reds are on fire.
If you want to go, listen. I enjoy the East. I like the Mets losing. I'm really happy for the Braves. I'm really happy for the Marlins.
Yeah.
But all hail the Cincinnati Reds. I'm a Dodgers fan, but I only became a Dodgers fan when I came to California, and I came from West Virginia. And do you know how close I was to becoming a Cincinnati Reds fan? Because I was across a fucking river to the
If your roads weren't like this, it would have been like 7 minutes away.
7 minutes. I would have been a Reds fan. I mean, we're talking growing up with Pete Rose. We're talking about growing up in Eric Davis. We're talking about. I was so close to being a Reds fan, and then came here and the Rob Dibble.
You guys had the most redneck cities, or not you guys.
I lived in West Virginia. It was pretty average for my life. It was redneck city. I'm just saying.
These guys fit in.
No, I'm a Zen.
So
I'm so close. Yeah. So I'm hail the Reds. Hail the Reds for finally getting ahead. For finally getting a game lead.
A bunch of rookies and they're playing really well.
Well, the Brewers pretty much that's been kind of a spot. So it's nice to see the Reds pop on top. And Pirates are hanging in there. Pirates are hanging in there. They're not done yet. They're not done.
You know what? In this division, in the NL Poor division,
they're in. I think they're still in the NL Poor. You got the AL Poor division. 4 teams are in. You at least got 3 teams in the NL.
No one bet on the Pirates.
No, we're not telling you to bet on the Pirates. I'm just telling you that I think out of these are the 3 teams. You got the Reds, the Brewers. I just am so happy to see the Cardinals and the Cubs in the bottom of the fucking trough barrel. That
they can fight amongst themselves.
Yeah, they can fight amongst themselves for how many years have we just had to deal with the Cardinals? Yeah. How many sneaky years have we had to deal with the Cubs in the playoffs? I hate the Cardinals. I really hate the Cardinals. I hate the Philadelphia Phillies, and I hate the Cardinals. Those are like my 2 hated teams for knocking me out of playoffs. So, I'm sorry. If you want to talk about the West, I'll talk about the West. I've already bitched about the Dodgers. You got to talk about the
I don't know. I mean, disappointment. The Padres, obviously, so far. They have underperformed. The pitchers are doing what they're supposed to.
So let's overperform then. The Diamondbacks. Let's overperform then. Because if the Padres are that's the only reason I'm happy about baseball right now is because the Padres spent all that money to beat the Dodgers. And the Dodgers and the Padres are fighting for third and fourth.
Diamondbacks are playing a bunch of rookies. And
they're like plus 41 in runs or something. It's like, all right, you guys.
Oh, yeah, they're top 4 in runs.
Yeah, they're top 4. Yeah, in run differential. So I'm like, wow, like here's a team with a bunch of rookies who are salary. They're probably not paying any salary like penalties for having $100 billion on their team. Nope. And they're killing it. So here's the Dodgers and the Padres fighting for third and fourth, and here are the Diamondbacks overperforming for first place in a 5-game lead on the Giants, the Dodgers, and the Padres.
Yeah.
So,
and it doesn't look like they're going anywhere. I mean, we'll see.
Not if they're all young rookies just playing baseball and having fun.
I know. Does baseball have that rookie wall like basketball? Not the same, right? Because
do they have a sophomore slump? So maybe next year we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, rookies can take off, but can we at least be excited for next year now?
The Padres suck next year.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks suck next year. Woo! Gotcha, bitches. So sophomore slump is what we're waiting for? Because right now they look good. Can the heat and the weather and everything else change for the Diamondbacks and being in Arizona? Can that stop? Can that slow you down?
No, they got like an air conditioned stadium if they have to do.
Oh, they're fine.
Oh, yeah, no, they hit home runs all year long. It's all good.
Well, the ball travels well, probably in Arizona. The golf ball travels well in Arizona, so I'm sure the baseball travels just as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, unless the Dodgers get pitching or get pitching back.
Which you shouldn't. I mean, all these guys are not dead. They're injured.
I know. It's just rough right now.
I know. Third place is terrible.
Third place is terrible. I like all this shit.
Just send the rest of your team down and look for the Titanic. That's where I was going with that. Is that my good? That was my angry face. Is that good?
They are millionaires.
They
are millionaires. Yeah, whatever. Listen, it's going to get better. It's a long season. It's not as long of a season for the season that's ending in soccer.
Oh, we're in the summer window now.
I thought you were in the Gold Cup window.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's time for USA stuff. That's the deal. Yeah, well, all the club soccer, except for the MLS, because we do things differently. But, yeah, it's USA time. So we have Nations League, which we just completed. And we got Gold Cup coming up.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a little mini World Cup-y thing that we got going on with Mexico and Canada and all this.
Right. Like the Pan Am Games.
Yeah.
It's like South America versus America in track and field.
Right.
That's stupid.
But this week was awesome. Nations League, USA did exactly what we should do. We dominated Mexico.
Just like we did in the Pan Am Games.
Pan Am Games, right?
Crushed them.
It's a battle of... Did we ever beat Mexico in a battle?
Yeah, we got Battle of...
We lost the Alamo, I know that.
I know, so we got to say it. We lost the Alamo.
Right.
No, we won the Mexican War, though.
We got Colorado.
Yeah,
somehow.
We got Colorado and California.
Somehow.
For at least a little longer.
For some Chiba, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah. We got this. Don't worry about it.
Right, so just fantastic week for U.S. soccer. I mean, it's game one starts out, we play Mexico in the semifinals. And, recently we've been beating them. And
with the youth, we've been beating them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Most of our guys are 24 or under, usually.
Yeah, so I've seen that.
And we brought our World Cup team. Mexico's missing a couple guys, but they were completely outclassed. Pulisic, Captain America, had 2 goals. And just like we dominated Mexico. At the end of the game, we were just fighting. Mexico was ripping our shirts off because they're all mad. They kicked their guy. Balogun. Balogun's our new striker.
Yeah,
he didn't play great, but he drew the foul that started the fight.
I don't know if I can go hockey style soccer. Rip shirts.
Listen, the Mexican dude just kicked our main new guy like right in the leg.
I thought he was supposed to fall down and die.
Well, they actually kicked him this time.
Oh.
It was an actual kick.
It was
like the ball was in front of him, and he just like remember that old game where he just kicked the guy's heel in.
Heel click. Oh, I love the heel click.
Yeah, ball was nowhere near, but he like heel kicked like at the knee.
Like, his knees hit each other, and he just smashed on the ground.
And he went down, and McKinney came up and just shoved the dude, and the guy grabbed his shirt. Little melee ensued, a couple red cards.
Nice.
Put us shorthanded a little bit against Canada in the final.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you lose players now.
Right, McKinney.
They don't move forward. You don't get to add a player.
You get a red card.
You miss a player.
Yeah, it's the same tournament. So
in the same tournament.
You miss the next game. But yeah, no.
It's kind of silly.
Balogun scored his first U.S. national goal against Canada.
Nice.
Was sick. We didn't dominate them as much as we did Mexico, but we won 2-0. Pretty easy win. Everything's rosy.
Nice.
I think it's a combination of we have a really good talent. And right now, all of our players are actually changing clubs in Europe. Pulisic's leaving Chelsea, McKinney and Adams are leaving Leeds. Like, all these new guys are going to be on new teams. So besides my new Balogun jersey, I got to buy probably a new Pulisic jersey, a new McKinney jersey.
You just need one Pulisic jersey.
One more.
One more?
Yes, one more Pulisic jersey.
You just need one. I mean, you're the Pulisic.
Yeah. So, United States, we're the kings right now of our little Mexico and above division.
And if you're just getting it for the show, can't you just get a USA 10 jersey? It could be whoever the fuck. What? It can be anybody.
I like mixed Discaroo, for example.
Yeah, like mixed Discaroo, for example. Just get a USA 10 jersey and be like, who's that? I'll be like, Balogun!
He's 20. Balogun's 20.
Yeah, well, cut it in half and he'll be 10 eventually. You know what I mean?
Now we're doing math in the FBN Goob
show. Yeah. So you're excited for soccer, I see?
Yes.
Thank God, because we don't have any other sports for the next 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
yeah,
2, 3
the
months.
Gold Cup, like
86 days, I believe.
Month long.
Oh, thank God.
We got a month-long little Gold Cup.
So that we only have 56 days of
We're
football.
defending champs in that one, too. USA.
Defending champs.
Yeah, we're looking good.
We're 2026 World Cup. We have to be able to get enough players together.
Yeah, if you haven't got your bets in now, it's not going to be worth
it. We have to have enough goddamn players with all these cups we've won to get fucking.
We're looking good, man. Watch out, world. We doing this thing.
To get this goddamn thing together.
Yeah. And I think that closes our soccer segment. What do you say we do a little NFL?
We have a small amount of NFL.
All right, yeah, let's do a little.
And all I have to tell you is don't sleep on the Green Bay Packers.
All right, that's not in my notes.
Finally,
That's something.
Matt LaFleur will be able to be the coach of the Packers, which I believe he was hired to actually be a coach that didn't have Aaron Rodgers, because I thought we were on the downslope, and then he won 2 MVPs, and Matt LaFleur goes, oh my God.
That sounds convenient.
It does sound convenient.
Yeah, wow. Good job, Packers. Way to climb on now.
No, I believe it was. He was hired right as we took Jordan Love.
Yeah.
And then Rodgers turned around and he won the COVID MVP, which is kind of, I love saying is the COVID MVP. And then he won the...
Right, the Lakers COVID championship.
Yeah, the COVID championship. The Dodgers, they got a fucking COVID championship. The Lakers got a COVID championship. Rodgers won a COVID MVP.
Weird.
Woohoo!
Yeah, good
That was a really fucking good COVID year.
I didn't realize all that happened in the same year.
All that happened in the same year for me. I like... Doom, bam, for me. Shit,
right.
man. We should have been doing this show earlier. Fucking have been a good show for me. Would have been a good year for me. No, I'm just saying. So don't sleep on the Packers, because I think LaFleur was meant to be there without Rodgers. I think that running scheme showed up because of LaFleur. We've never been a running team. Now we're a fucking running team. Why? Because he's this running back, tight end kind of Shanahan kind of bullshit. But we have God, King of the world. So now maybe we become a defensive team with a running back.
Wait, who's God
heavy.
King of the world?
Huh?
Who's God King of the world?
Oh, you know, Aaron Fuckface Rodgers.
Oh,
Yeah, you remember that guy. So you can't come in and be a coach and change the scheme when the guy out there can just audible to another play whenever he feels like it. You know what I mean?
No, he's like, Keanu, when they figured out he was good in the replacements. He's
Yeah,
like, I don't need the coach
I don't need the coach anymore. You're not that important. So now I think LaFleur's getting an opportunity to be coach. Now we got the 2 tight ends that we really needed.
Right.
Now the receivers that we drafted. I think Gutekunst has been building this whole team the whole time. Yeah, Gutekunst has been building this whole team the whole time. When thinking, when you know what? Are there good tight ends this year? I'm cutting Rodgers. I'm getting rid of him right now. You know what I mean? I'm going 3 receivers, 2 tight ends. I took Jordan Love 4 years. I think don't sleep on the Packers. I keep hearing all this bullshit. We're done. We're not done. That's my little football rant.
I would love to beat you in the playoffs one more time. Let's go Niners.
No, I thought you were gonna beat Aaron Rodgers this year in the Super Bowl.
Sounds good to me.
You won't beat us.
Have to go through you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, no, you're not going to see us in the playoffs. I don't think you are. I think there's a lot of good teams out there with the Cowboys and the Eagles and the Giants being contenders, and that division. And then you go to, your division. I think the Seahawks have improved. I think improved maybe better than the Packers. You know what I mean? Because the Packers are like in limbo with quarterback now. If Jordan Love shows up and he's God, well, fuck all you guys. See your ass in the playoffs, bitch. That's it. If Jordan Love shows up and if Jordan Love comes out the gate and beats the Bears, beats the Lions, and beats the Vikings, see your ass in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Game 1 is against the Bears. You know what I mean? If he comes out and he dominates, well, then I get 12 more years. I get to go 52 years with 3 quarterbacks. Jesus, Lord. I'm the luckiest human being in the history of football quarterback lore.
Nah.
But we don't know this, so I'm not going to see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, we know nothing. The Jets are in a better position in the history of their life than the Packers are in quarterbacks in 34 years.
Ooh, we should do like who has a better QBR rating, Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers this year?
Well, I would assume Aaron Rodgers.
I'll take Jordan Love.
I would too, actually. I think he gets to hand the ball off and just be more of a controllable guy. And then
see some of the cornerbacks now
in our league,
and Dolphins.
Oh, and and then the Patriots cornerbacks, except for that dude got busted getting on a plane with 2 guns. Now I'm thinking this. This is what I'm thinking.
Plaxico Burress, why did you teach it?
No. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking his ex-girlfriend packed his bag.
Oh,
I'm thinking his girlfriend packed his bag. Because who goes to an airport with 2 guns loaded in their bags in today's world of you can't get on a plane with a brownie and a 3-ounce thing of toothpaste? And you're going to take 2 Glock 9s loaded with 10 rounds? No, so this is what I think. I think his girlfriend packed his bag, or his ex-employee, or like the guy he thought might get fired, packed his bag.
Maybe his grandma
I
trying to
don't think
protect
he.
somebody.
I don't think he packed his bag, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man, but there's no way you can do this. You're not that popular. You can't tell me right now. I try to fly with weed. I got to put that shit in a pert bottle. I got to magically in my suitcase, and I hope my suitcase doesn't get searched. And this guy just put 2 loaded handguns in his carry-on and tried to take them on a plane. Are you insane? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I don't care. No, he didn't. Somebody else packed this motherfucker's bag. No, you did not just put 2 handguns loaded, stab it over his shoulder, and walk to the fucking plane with motherfucking 2. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time with it. I really am. I heard it over and over again. I'm like, this guy, you can't go to the airport. You take all your shit. Make sure you got nothing in your pockets. I ain't got nothing on me, right? You don't accidentally go, did I take those guns out? When you put the bag down to go through the checker, do you think that he went, hey, I took those 2 guns out my bag, right?
Right.
I did, right?
Right.
Oh no, I didn't take the 2 guns out my bag before they went through the goddamn infrared X-ray machine. It's insane. So yes, no, Patriots did have a good backfield because they took the kid from Oregon State, and he would have added along to him. So Dolphins, go.
No, I'm just saying. I don't think it's going to be as easy as Aaron Rodgers thinks in the.
No, he's going to get his ass kicked in the AFC and AFC.
Yeah. We still have some struggling defenses in the North.
The Jets were the 10th best team in the AFC at best, and just because he showed up, now they're the 3rd best team, the 2nd best team. That's magical.
That is magical.
One player can't change a 60-man or 80-man or 62 or 58-man roster that much to jump them up 9 spots.
All right, this is true. Do you want to talk about the 5 or 6 guys that we think that are brand new that are going to change the NFL this year?
Sure. Offensive. Let's do the 5 best offensive players.
Let's do the FB and Goob presents who we think is going to be dope next year on offense, rookie style.
Rookie style.
All right. Are we going to start at 5 or
1? Well, how about you? How about we kind of just go back and forth between our top 5s?
All right. So number 1.
Who do you have?
I mean, we have to go Bijan number 1, right?
Nope.
Oh no.
No.
All right. In the future, this is my number 1 guy already. Bijan Robinson. The Falcons are youth movement. They're just going to feed him the ball.
Well, what are we basing it on?
Or basically, I thought we were talking about top offensive rookies.
So yeah, just who could become the offensive rookie of the year?
Sure. Yeah, Bijan. He's my number 1 guy. He's going to get tons of carries. He's going to have 1,500 yards total, probably a bunch of touchdowns.
So what if Richardson for the Colts becomes a starting quarterback day 1?
Well, he's already going to be 5 weeks behind, I'd say.
What if he starts day 1?
What if he starts day 1? He's going to have 5 weeks of lots of interceptions and fumbles. And that's going to hurt him.
What if they just run him?
He's NFL ready. Anthony Richardson is not NFL ready.
Okay.
You can't say that all his mistakes aren't going to hurt him in rookie of the year race.
Okay, so you're saying Bijan.
I think it's a no-brainer.
That's it. He just gets the ball.
Yep. He's going to get the ball. He's going to do well. He's Saquon-esque. I mean, he does everything.
Atlanta Falcons line is top 10, top 15 in the league.
Trending that way.
Trending that way.
They're getting
They're
better.
trending to the
they're
top.
They're getting better.
So if they're top 14.
Oh, if they can improve a lot.
Just the NFC top 14. So that would put him in the last 2, and then he gets trampled on for the whole. I mean, listen, if you have nobody to block for you, you will not be offensive rookie of the year.
That's right. Saquon.
Jordan
did not have a good offensive line.
I would give Jordan Addison better chances to be an offensive rookie of the year.
All right.
against what I would assume is probably a top 12 NFC line.
And we love Jordan Addison,
with
winner
a quarterback that nobody could give a fuck less, who goes back 5 drop steps and looks anywhere.
Yeah.
They still got 8 looking for BJ, John, Mr. Big Dog Robinson coming out of the. He's gonna get his ass handed to him in this first year result.
That's fine.
Because it's a top 14 line with a top 31 quarterback, and I'll put 8 in the box. And I'll put this kid and I'll teach him what comes to the pros. So I think you think he's offensive rookie of the year. And I think he's on a team that has nothing better than 20 in any position except for running back. And they got a top 5 running back. And he's going to learn what it takes to be in the pros. I know. I mean, the only downfall is that the other players around him suck. Yeah. And he might just get butt fucked for.
Right, but don't you see Saquon kind of parallel?
So I mean, well,
Saquon did not have a great team.
So I don't even have him in the top 2 or 3 because of the Atlanta Falcons.
Sure.
Because it's such a poor organization.
It's
such a fucking poor organization. I mean, he might get killed.
He got busted because of
Arthur. So if Quinn, so let's just go back to my guy. If he just starts at quarterback. And he starts the whole year and he finishes the whole year and they win 9 games. And this guy gets destroyed because he's on a team of 31s. And he's the only star in a bright future of melting pots because Kyle Pitts is no longer existent. And he played on the same fucking team this guy now plays for. And I'm excited for him. I'm excited. I hope he does surprise me. But, and I know you do, but I'll take Addison over him. Because on the other side of the field is the greatest receiver in the world. And it might be a fucking possibility. Addison might be open. Kirk Cousins might turn around and go double coverage in. Oh, shit. Rookie of the fucking year down the middle.
We got Hawkinson run the seam. Jefferson doing whatever. And then,
my God, Jordan Addison. So,
great route runner. I mean, he's going to be there.
So, I'm not too sure about Falcons guy. Because I don't know a Falcons guy. Because Jordan Addison might be on the team that wins the North.
Doubtful.
Probably.
I put them. I think I might finish last.
Last. Kirk Cousins' whole team is just going to be last. Yeah. So maybe last for Jordan Addison, but he might get some catches.
Oh, if he's always down, always behind.
Quentin Johnston's on a team it's going to go to the playoffs, and B.J. Robinson's not going to the playoffs this year. And Quentin Johnston's on a team that is with Keenan Allen, who gets injured all the time, and Mike Williams, who gets injured all the time. And Justin Herbert's trying to go to the playoffs. So Quentin Johnson, he's probably going to get some catches. Once again, your number 1 guy is on a team that's 31 in the league with no talent around him. And Quentin Johnson's on a team going to the playoffs. Jordan Addison's on a team going to the playoffs.
Maybe not, maybe not.
Maybe not. The
Falcons might win the NFC South. Like, let's be honest. Like, you don't know if the Chargers would be any good.
No, but we're looking for who's going to be the best rookie. And I don't think Bijan Robinson's going to be the best rookie. I'm sorry. We could go tight ends if you want to go tight ends.
No, I agree. Addison is right there. Quentin Johnson will be a great receiver. Jalen Hyatt might be a sneaker for the Giants. But yeah, tight ends are going to be super important this year. So I think we got to talk about, you could talk your Packer tight ends. The Raiders, I think, got a steal in dealing Waller away.
The Raiders might have
and getting Michael Mayer.
And they might have the offensive rookie of the year.
He might be,
A tight end might win offensive rookie of the year for the first time. And we came tight end heavy in the draft. So with the possibility of tight ends winning a offensive rookie of the year when you came so heavy in the draft with so much talent in the draft is very possible. And Michael Mayer coming, if Jimmy G gets the starting position, because we don't know on his health. We don't know if the ankle is fine. We don't know if he's going to start for the Raiders.
Jimmy G throws it between the hashes.
What if Tom Brady starts for the Raiders?
I thought you said this was a serious show.
It is a serious show, but I'm just trying to tell you, Michael Mayer could be the offensive rookie of the year just because Jimmy G.
Nice. They bring back Gronk and Michael Mayer.
No, but
come on.
But Musgrave or Kraft for the Packers with a quarterback who's under a lot of pressure after 4 years of being behind Aaron Rodgers might come out and throw a lot of passes to tight ends.
No, I love Michael Mayer. I don't know why I can't do that. I'm thinking about
You're thinking about Michael Mayer, and I keep telling myself John Mayer. So I say Michael Mayer.
Nice.
Yeah, so
we're working
on our thing, So no, I think Musgrave or Kraft for the Packers has an opportunity to steal Rookie of the Year as a tight end, just for the fact that Jordan Love is going to go back with Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson, and what is going to go deep might be a tight end across the middle who he counts on receptions, yards, touchdowns, and it's possible for a tight end to get receptions, yards, and touchdowns and lead all rookies in those categories. And that's the only reason I say it. And I think this year, with all the tight ends and the amount of tight ends that have come out between Kincaid, between Washington, between Porta, Detroit, between all these young, talented tight ends that have come out, this might be the first year in many, many years that an offensive rookie has been a young tight end. The Packers have 2. Several teams have 1. And several good teams have 1. Buffalo's got Kincaid.
They do.
What if Kincaid comes out and and he gels with Josh Allen? Kincaid could be the offensive rookie of the year.
There's 6 tight ends that could possibly,
So I'm happy for you. I don't want to be such a dick about this guy, but he's not on a team that could project any numbers.
I'm telling you, Falcons would be better than you think.
With who at quarterback?
Who they got?
Ritter.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's not that good, man. I just. So you can end a rookie's.
But you know what they do? They just run the ball. They run.
So does Tennessee.
Right.
They got a rookie running back too.
None of these other people are going to get 250, 300 touches. Bijan Robinson is going to get 350 touches.
No, because Atlanta's going to come from behind. Atlanta's going to come from behind all the time.
That's fine. He's been lining up at receiver, punt returner, kick returner. They're going to give him the ball all the time.
In college, he lines up at receiver. Yay for him. When he lines up at receiver.
I'm talking OTAs, training camp. Atlanta, right now, like yesterday.
The 32nd best defense in football. He lines up against their safety or their linebacker. When he goes against the other good linebackers, Carolina, good linebackers.
Bijan Robinson, FB versus the Goob.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I'm calling, I'm calling Jordan Addison.
Do you care where Delvin Robinson or D-Hop go?
Do I care where D-Hop goes? Patriots. I want him to go to the Patriots because I called it. And where do Delvin? Patriots.
Give them both to the Patriots.
No, I want Rodgers to deal with as much crap as he's got to deal with.
That was sick.
Send him all to the Patriots. Fuck yeah. Send him to the Patriots. No, hell yeah. Send him all to the Patriots. I don't want to. Because listen. I'll tell you what. Here's the truth. No, listen. As an Aaron Rodgers true fan, love the guy. Honestly, I'm in the fucking book club. But he has struggled against Belichick. So if enough offense can score points, Rodgers has struggled against Belichick. That could be 2 losses. If Matt Jones has Hopkins and Dalvin Cook
I don't think Aaron Rodgers wins a game in the division all year.
It's fucking possible. The Miami Dolphins, with the genius that McDaniel is,
solid new coach.
Loving
him.
With the Bills as the probably all-out favorites to be the division winners.
Right, last year's Super Bowl favorite.
And with Aaron Rodgers always struggling versus Belichick. Struggling. As a Packer fan, when I think it's an easy win, we struggle. Billy Zappi almost beat us last year.
Bailey Zappi
almost beat us last year. Bailey, sorry, not Billy. Bailey Zappi. Bailey, you almost beat us last year. Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback. You almost won the game. We barely fucking won the game. An offensive lineman almost took a fucking touchdown back on a kickoff. Crazy shit. But we almost lost this game. So Aaron Rodgers has always struggled against Belichick. So if he's always struggled against Belichick, because Belichick maybe has his number, and Tua and McDaniel, and Josh Allen being the all-out favorite to win the division, shit, I don't know. I'm just saying, this could be a good year. All right, let's not talk about football anymore because we could go on forever and ever about football.
Truly good.
We truly could. So NBA has a draft coming up. It's Thursday. We're going to laugh at some of the teams that are going to get players. We're not going to talk about the Knicks because we're not going to get a fucking player. And
right, but we did learn that there's a lot of teams with 2 picks. So
the Knicks could trade
if
in.
someone wanted salary and Randall, Knicks might be able to slip into the first round.
No money. You just get Randall.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know how NBA trades work. You need to add money to it.
Oh, right.
So, yes. So, Thursday is the day that the Detroit Pistons do not get Victor Wembanyama.
Nope, the Spurs do.
And the Spurs will do that. And if you do not know about Victor, he is the tall guy in this picture. This guy
is not going to be in the NBA.
He's French. They're both French, actually.
Yeah, well, he's only playing France.
Right, finally. Spurs get him. It's ridiculous. He's going to be dope.
This guy's actually 6'2" or something like that.
That guy's tall.
That guy's actually really tall, actually. If I was to stand up to that guy, it would be right about here on his jersey.
All right. So we got that going on. Spurs get that guy.
Guy.
We've got the next guy who the Charlotte Hornets are going to take. I believe it's going to be either Scoot Henderson or the guy from Boys in the Hood. No, Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller.
No. Well, I think Scoot will go second. Now, Scoot's not from the college league, right?
Scoot with the Thompson twins, A-Man and Asor, all the G League Ignite players.
Right.
So they never went to college.
No.
And they're 19, and all those 3 dudes are super athletic.
No, I like Scoot a lot.
Yeah, no, Scoot's a little Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
You know, if he could figure out a jump shot a little bit earlier than Derrick, that'd be nice. All right.
Derrick's still sitting on the bench of the Knicks trying to figure out his jump shot. So
right. So we've got Brandon Miller from Alabama.
Right. Well, hey.
Who, he saw him, he was great in the SEC tournament, decent in the big dance.
He was great through the whole year.
Yeah.
He's kind of a big deal in this whole thing. So.
He's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Charlotte has the choice. Miller or Henderson, and then Portland takes whoever's left there.
Right.
At number 3. And then 4 and 5, we have Houston and the Pistons, which they both need wing guys, basically, which I think both the Thompson twins.
Right, the twins.
These guys. All right, so one of them's name's A-Man Thompson, and the other one's Asor Thompson. They're both 6'7", super athletic. One of them can shoot a little bit, and the other one plays defense more. Probably because that's how that works in the streets.
Dude, if they go 4 and 5 in the draft, that'd be the coolest thing in the whole, like the history of the draft. That would be the coolest thing in the history of the draft.
Right.
4 and 5. I'd be like, wow, twin
four
brothers went 4 and 5. Where did the Lopez's go? Like 7 and 13, or like 6 and 14, or 8 and 9. You know, it was like
nine.
No, it was like a small 15. It wasn't a big separation.
Brooke was like 9, and then Robin was further back.
Right, but it was still like, hey, like 2 twin brothers went in the draft. That's sick. But if they go 4 and 5, that'd be like, wow, you guys are like actually twins. You're like completely like, so
we'll see. So I mean, as a Pistons fan, you know, one of those guys at number 5 is definitely an option. The only 2 other guys really that I could talk about that maybe could jump in the top 5 is there's a Draymond Green clone coming out of the University of Houston. Jarris Walker, all defense, 6'8". He actually has a jump shot, so could make him more valuable than Draymond.
Sure, if you can play defense.
Right, which Draymond's a free agent, by the way, so Pistons could either get
I know. He
fake Draymond or real Draymond.
He declined it, huh?
He did. We knew he was going to do it. We're either going to sign him for an extension or he'll go to Detroit.
That's what we said. He should go to Detroit. Yeah, I think he should go to Detroit.
Right.
He goes to Detroit. He retires in Detroit. He becomes the mayor of Detroit. I keep saying it.
I could see a weird trade where Warriors trade up. They get this Jarris Walker guy to replace Draymond. Draymond goes to the Pistons, so we have to pay his salary. And then we get, I don't know, extra draft picks in Detroit or whatever.
You get Wiseman back.
Yeah. And we get Wiseman.
It was all your master plan. That's brilliant. Knicks have no picks. I could just truly care less about Thursday.
Right.
It'll be like my true first day back with the kids from Hawaii, so I won't even look at the draft. It'll be like, what happened in the draft? It'll be like, did Wembanyama go first?
I'll make sure.
It'll be like, Wembanyama went first. I'll be like, all right, cool.
I'm going to be all over.
Scoot Henderson goes third, and Mr. Brandon Miller goes second. That's how I'm going to call it. I'm going to call Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson. Because Scoot's not,
That's common call.
That's common call?
No, Brandon Miller's, yeah.
Is that all right? So that's my call. And after that, I'm going to party with the kids for like 10 hours that day. So no school, no nothing. We're going to party. So I'm like, I won't even know the draft.
I'll be honest. I want one of these 6'7" guys that can just dunk on everybody. So then we got Cunningham, Ivy, and one of these dunker guys.
I want a 3-point shooter, but we don't exist, so we're not in the thing. So
speaking of that,
is there a 3-point shooter?
I'll be honest.
Is there a 3-point shooter in the draft?
At number 19, the Warriors are looking at a few people. And I think we should keep this pick, obviously, because we have to save money. But yes, I will tell you, one of the 3-point shooters is the kid from Hawkins from UConn.
Okay.
They're thinking he can't defend, so he's going to be.
Doesn't matter.
He's going to be like a Max Strus or something. Or whatever,
Yeah, a guy went to the NBA, the Eastern Conference Finals. He went to the NBA Finals, Max Strus.
Yeah, so he's a shooter. I love him at 19 for the Warriors. I don't think he's going to drop that far. Juwan Howard's kid, Jet.
Can he shoot the 3-point?
He's getting there. I saw him play
against. He's getting there.
I saw him play against.
That can.
Well, he's like a 6'9" dude. I saw him play against Penn State. He was amazing.
Okay.
Like, I could deal with him. My number one pick for number 19 for the Warriors would be Lively from Duke. Remember that game that Lively just blocked like 12 shots against Carolina and basically beat us.
Can he shoot the 3-point shot?
They said he's actually proved he could in the workouts and stuff.
I need a 3-point shooter. I got 5 drivers to the basket. I got Brunson, Barrett, Randall, Quickly. Yeah. I got so many drivers, dunkers, topping. But I got nobody that steps off and goes swish, swish, swish.
Here's your best pick. You got Magic have 2 picks.
Magic have 2 picks.
You somehow get Hawkins.
Sneak in.
Hawkins.
And grab Hawkins to shoot the 3-pointer.
That's right.
11 drivers.
I don't know how you're going to
and Mr. Hawkins just standing there in the corner shooting fucking 3-pointers because we drive with the left hand like nobody else. And we got nobody that we could. You know what? I always thought that for who's the Frenchman of the Fournette, or who's the guy that's on the team that I thought could shoot?
Are we just naming alcohols? Goldschlager,
Rumpelmitz. We're just gonna keep naming
Petrovic
for the Knicks. The guy that could shoot, I thought could shoot.
Oh yes, the French. Yeah.
Yeah. The fuck's his name? Never on the court.
Fournier.
Forget the guy could shoot 3-point shots, right? Never on the court. We just never had everybody had to drive. Do we have anybody who can shoot 3-pointers? Not really.
Yeah.
Do we have one?
He's slowed down a little bit.
He has slowed down in the last few years, but I mean, Fournier was a 3-point shooter, and he was never on the court to shoot 3-pointers. And now, I don't know, man.
Well, yeah, I'm sure we have some second-round picks. It'll be fun. I'm sure you'll get in. A lot of teams are going to get in. A lot of teams are going to get out.
I just don't want to make a bad trade this year. That's all I care about. I don't want a bad trade. I've heard Porzingis back to the Knicks, which is good because they got 2 jerseys upstairs in the closet. So that'd be good to bring one of the jerseys downstairs to go with the Bear jersey.
We love the big zing here at the FB Goob Show.
We're going to have a 6 and a 9 jersey. We love the big zing. We're big, huge fans. So, I don't know. I mean, listen, Bradley Beal to the Phoenix Suns. I don't know if that beats the Nuggets. I don't know if that changed anything.
I don't think so. I don't think with the new NBA rules, I don't think they can put enough around them and still afford to be a franchise in Phoenix.
Yeah. So that's why you're struggling with everything you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Because what are you going to do?
We're trying to trade something for nothing, and it's just hard to do. We tried to get Chris Paul just so we can cut him next year. So we didn't have to pay anybody.
And the LA Clippers are just going to get Chris Paul.
Yeah, and the LA Clippers are going to end up with Chris Paul.
For nothing. Just going to wait for the Wizards to go. Chris, we don't really need you, buddy.
That's right. They'll suck again. Clippers will never win an NBA championship.
They will never win an NBA championship. Well, hey, listen. Exciting. I can't wait for Thursday. I'm going to hang out with my kids. Goob's going to
I'm gonna be at the Good Time Tavern, 125 North Livermore Avenue,
watching the draft.
Into the draft.
Yeah. So let's do fans and fan shoutouts.
All right, love the fans.
And my favorite new program part. Oh, hold on.
We've got a fake gun malfunction.
Shooting that guy. Oh, it didn't even work.
It didn't work. We got him good. Oh my.
Now you might hit me.
Yeah. Nah, that was better.
Did it wake him up?
Nope.
Fan shoutouts.
Fan shoutouts.
Joe B.
Joe Bradshaw.
Joe.
Address 126.
Yeah, right. Joe B is a great commenter. And you're right about the Angels duo. And we were mad last week because we think the Angels suck for not making Mike Trout and Mr. Ohtani World Series champions. And he says we're right. And we appreciate you calling us right, Joe. So thank you.
Yeah, and watching the show. We love that.
Yeah, we appreciate the hell out of that, Joe. Love you. Well, you know what? That's it. So we're just shouting out Joe today.
No, yeah. Someone texted me a smiley emoji, like, good ups.
Oh, I did get a shout out saying I love watching your videos. And I really appreciate that, Lily B, if you're watching the show. But it was more of a short, so I didn't really want to think that she'd watch the whole sports show.
It counts this week.
It does count this week. Thank you, Lily B. I love watching the show, too.
All right.
You got any shout outs?
Usually I say something dumb right about now.
Yep, usually does. I'd like to shout out Goob's mom for giving this guy to us in this world and our happiness.
Happy Goob's Mom Day.
And Frizzle, Freckle, whatever the fuck he does. So thank you, Goob's mom. Appreciate you. You got any shout outs? No?
Nope. Sugar water.
Yeah,
That one goes out to Ricky.
So shout out to the Men in Black movie because it was fucking awesome. I loved it too. Sugar water. But on that note, I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Peace.
Peace. Sugar water. Ricky kept talking about it because we're finding him Jerry. So I don't know where that came from.
I'm glad I got to shoot him with that thing and you flicked the cap at him. Where were you for the last 2 minutes, fucko?